You probably won't need to worry about the choke, because we'll be, everywhere we go will be stopped and it'll be hot. But if you do, it's down there on the side of the carby. Just flick it down, up for off. Oh, fuel taps are all on the left-hand side of these bikes. They're all exactly the same. Down is on, reserve is forward, and prime is back. They've all got vacuum taps, I think, except the RG, but it's really obvious. So down is on, and
the RG's obvious because the fuel's actually pouring on your foot.
Yeah.
Taps on.
It pisses fuel out of the carbies. That's just what it does. There's nothing I can do about it. If it stops sometimes, there's a pool of fuel underneath it. That's what it's supposed to do, okay? As Guy was saying, turn the key to the right. The ignition is normally straight up and down on all the bikes, except this fucking stupid thing. You've got to go 2 clicks on it. Because the first click is actually all the light, the idiot light, shows you what's going on, and then the second click is ignition. They're all electric start except that thing over there, which is a firm, sharp prod, and it'll go. None of this sort of, just go whack, and it'll go. Because you're turning over 4 cylinders for all the 1 to the 5, so it's all good. And this will probably need a little bit of love. Supposed to smoke. Don't worry about that. Once it's warm, it won't smoke anymore. Just like a 2-stroke. Got a little oil tank. Don't worry about that. You can shut up. This will smoke because it's a 2-stroke. Now everything works. All of the gauges work. Don't rely on the tachos. They don't tell you anything at fucking all. They just sort of do this sort of thing. They're highly inaccurate. The speedos are all pretty good. The odometers all work. The gear position indicator on this swing has come back to life just recently. Don't know why, it wasn't working, now it is. So it's good. It tells you what gear you're in. This one's got one, it tells you what gear you're in. You don't really need to know. But, and everything else is stock standard, everyday fucking shitbox motorcycles. 1 down, 4 up, neutral in between first and second. This has got a really clunky gearbox, like really fucking horrible and clunky. You put it into second and it'll go clunk. That's right, it's not supposed to. Everything else is really good. The RG, there's nothing really too much to know about it. The fairing is pretty wobbly, that's normal. You go down the road and the mirrors will shake and wobble. It's a really poor design. I need to put some stays in to sort of set it off properly. It's taking off on the RG is typical 2-stroke. It's a little boggy, but you sort of clear its throat and it'll go. It's nice and torquey until you get to about sort of 6 grand, and then all fucking hell breaks loose. Don't do that in first, because you jam it into second and the gearbox will go explodey. They're pretty weak in the gearbox. So test out its limits in second and third. In third, you'll be at 7,500 RPM. You'll be doing like 140 kilometres an hour or so. So whatever you think's expensive. But that's about it really. They're all pretty straightforward. I think we'll just go through and make sure everything does work before we fucking go. Yep. The brakes are not fantastic, but they work. They're very wooden. So what you'll get is a, they'll actually work, but you've got to give them a pretty good grips on all of them, except the GSXR, which has got
I changed bikes I was riding the GT last week, riding the GSXR last week, and I swapped with Paul at the top of the mountain on the GT, and I very nearly slotted him in the first corner. Slow down, girl. So you will notice the difference between modern brakes.
Oh, fuck it. No, even on this. Grab. Oh, not really doing very much. Grab. Yeah, that's all right. It'll work. Yeah, so the brake light on this is a little bit complicated.
It's working at the moment.
It's all good. Yeah, it doesn't normally work. We'll leave all the headlights on because they got switches, but we'll leave them on because you can see everybody behind you. So just leave all them on. They're on the left-hand side on these bikes. On. And that's it, I guess. Well, let's fuck off into the wild blue.